Hello everybody, today I'm talking about nothing is impossible. Before we start, I just want you to take a deep breath and ask yourself one question. What is that one thing you once thought you could never achieve? A dream? A goal? A life you always imagined but felt was too far away? Because today's message is simple but powerful. Nothing is impossible. Hello everybody. Today I'm talking about nothing is impossible. This is not just a phrase. It's not just something people say to feel good. It's a mindset, a way of living, a way of fighting against every doubt, every fear, and every limitation that life tries to put on you. We all face moments in life when we feel stuck, when everything seems too hard, when people doubt us, when circumstances are not in our favor. And in those moments, a small voice inside our mind whispers, maybe I can't do this. But today I want to tell you something different, something real, something powerful. That voice is lying to you, because history, science, and life itself prove one thing repeatedly. Nothing is impossible. The power of belief. Everything starts with belief. If you believe something is impossible, your mind will stop you before you even try. But if you believe something is possible, your mind will find ways to make it happen. Think about it. Every invention you see today was once impossible. Flying in the sky.
Impossible.
Talking to someone across the world instantly.
Impossible.
Landing on the moon.
Impossible.
But people didn't listen to the word impossible. They believed anyway. And that belief changed the world. Your limits are not real. Let me tell you something very important. Most of the limits you think you have are not real. They are created by fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of not being good enough. But the truth is, you are capable of far more than you think. A simple example. When a child learns to walk, they fall hundreds of times. But do they stop?
No. Why?
Because they don't believe in impossible. They believe in trying again. That's the mindset we lose as we grow older. We stop trying not because we can't do it, but because we are afraid of failing. The story behind success. Every successful person you admire today has one thing in common. They failed before they succeeded. They were rejected. They were ignored. They were laughed at. But they didn't stop. Think about great inventors, athletes, entrepreneurs. They all had moments where the world said, give up. But they said, not yet. And that small decision made all the difference. Because success is not about never failing. It's about never quitting. Hard work plus belief equals success. There is no magic trick in life.
No shortcut.
No secret door. Only two things matter. Hard work, strong belief. When these two come together, even the impossible starts to become possible. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Small steps every day lead to big results over time. When life gets hard, let's be honest, life is not easy. Sometimes you will feel like giving up. Sometimes you will feel tired. Sometimes you will feel like nothing is working. And in those moments, remember this. Difficult times are not the end. They are part of the journey. Even the strongest people go through storms. But what makes them different is not that they never fall. It's that they always rise again. Change your thinking. Change your life. Your life is a reflection of your thoughts. If you constantly think, I can't do this, your actions will follow that belief. But if you start thinking, I will try until I succeed, your actions will change. And slowly, your life will change too. This is not motivation. This is psychology. Your brain believes what you repeatedly tell it. So start feeding it positive thoughts. I can learn this. I can improve. I can succeed. Nothing is impossible. Real life inspiration. Look around you. People from small towns become global leaders. People with no resources build successful businesses. People with no support create history.
How?
Not because they were lucky, but because they refused to accept impossible. They started where they were. They used what they had, and they kept going. The difference between winners and others. The difference is not talent. The difference is not money. The difference is mindset. Winners see failure as feedback. Others see failure as defeat. Winners keep going. Others stop. Winners believe in possibilities. Others believe in limits. And that difference changes everything. Growth takes time. Sometimes you will feel like your efforts are not working, like nothing is changing. But remember this. Growth is invisible before it becomes visible. A seed doesn't become a tree overnight. A diamond is formed under pressure. A strong person is built through struggle. So if you are trying right now and nothing is happening, don't stop. You are growing, even if you can't see it yet. Your moment is coming. You might feel behind in life right now. You might feel like others are ahead of you, but life is not a race. Everyone has their own timing, and your moment will come too, but only if you don't quit before it arrives. Because many people give up right before success. Don't be one of them. Final message. Let me end this with something simple but powerful. Nothing is impossible. Not your dreams. Not your goals. Not your future. The only thing standing between you and your success is belief and action. So, believe in yourself. Work hard. Stay patient. And never give up. Because one day, you will look back and realize it was never impossible. You just needed time.